Hey, good evening, Abstractism, Odif. How's it going? A good time zone. Yeah, we. Hey, base. We now changed the time. It's 8:15 right now. Okay. Load. Oof. Too many saves. I guess this one, whatever. Okay, so since last stream I wasn't stuck, but I didn't really know what to do, and I didn't want to start this stream by like half an hour or maybe because it took some while. So I ran around and I tried to do things to these stones or try to put these transit to these stones or whatever, and I was able to push this one, I think.
There's a statue here.
Yeah, exactly. So there's a statue here. You're adjusting the movie times from here on out.
What?
Well, it's always on my time, so it's we decided on 9 p.m. because it was a good middle ground when we do change time. What do we do now? Let's look around because I cannot do earlier, that's for sure. I could do later. We could go at 10. It's not a big deal. I prefer 9 because at 10, I mean, I'm getting tired. I'm an old man. Like at the end of the movie, depending on the movie.
What do we do now?
I'm not. Let's figure.
Okay, so I was around and let's try to push some other ones. Let's try to push this one.
There's a statue here.
Okay. And man, I was going around and pushing all these fucking things. And they're all there. So I think I tried this one. I tried this.
They won't move.
Yeah, it feels like these two are the only one I didn't try. Anyways. The future is now, old man. Yes. It starts too late for me. I'll just have to step out halfway. If it starts too late... Because now it starts later for you right now. At 9? It's too late for you? Shit. I definitely cannot start at 8. That's just too early. On Saturdays. But you were able to do it last year. That's the reason we took 9. It was 10 before. 10 was too late for you. Well, you did do it anyways. But I think you told me that it was a bit too late. But you were there. Even when we were streaming, watching movies at 10. Maybe you got older. You did get older since then. Okay, yeah. So we have this bulls. Yeah, so these are the two things we have on the...
It's a bull's tail statue. It's a bull's head statue.
Of course I'm too old.
It's a bull's tail statue.
Yeah, this is the thing.
It's an ancient diagram of... There's a bull's head, horns, and tail. The line...
So I thought that these two things would be, I don't know, like here and here. Not so close. Because now it feels if you go like this and like this, it's gonna be right here, which is possible. I feel it's this thing, but I don't think it's gonna align. Okay, can I use this on the bull's head statue? Oh wow, it works. Shit, I was sure it didn't. Whoa, yeah. Nice. Can I go like all around? Yo. Yeah, maybe.
I see a door. I see dirt.
I see dirt. Huh? Oh, it went up.
I see a wall.
Oh, what the fuck?
I see a wall.
What was the door a second ago?
I see a wall.
Ah.
It's a bull's tail statue.
Boom.
I see a door.
It's the door, really. Where's the door? Like I'm looking through this like this, and I'm seeing a door? Oh, this is okay. This is to go faster. Okay. Do I need to do anything?
I see a wall. It's an ancient diagram of some kind. There's a bull's head, horns, and tail. The lines appear to converge on that circle.
Oh, the lines are not going. Okay, it's beside it. Okay. Okay, like this.
I see a wall.
Or here, like it's so sensitive. How do you know where it is exactly? Let's go like this.
I see a wall. I see the left horn.
Oh, whoa, oh, whoa! Okay, I guess we got it. So, like, whatever. It went so fast. So you have to align it like this, I think.
I see the right horn. Hello, what's this? This is where the survey lines triangulated.
Use the rib?
Hey, there's a stone disc down here. It's got a hole in the middle and little moons carved into the surface. It must be one of the moonstones Plato wrote about.
Cool. Let's pick this up in case
I'm
we
not
need
gonna lug that around anymore.
No? Come on.
I can't pick that up.
No, okay, fuck it. Okay, so let's put these two things in there. This one first. Boom. Oh no, we don't.
I don't think that'll work. It's open.
Okay, at the Great Colony, a moonstone was also needed with pale dawn to shred the darkest night. So, pale dawn, and the sunstone is odd sunlight. So like this, and this one. Pale dawn. Huh?
That still didn't do anything.
To shred the darkest night. Oh, okay. So the darkest night would be a new moon, and dawn is rising, right?
That still didn't do anything.
This is a noon, sunset, rising, darkness.
That still didn't do anything.
As many outposts, the sunstone suffice if odd sun baited the tall orange. So I think that we got this. At the greater colony, a moonstone was also needed with pale dawn to shred the darkest night. Or this is the darkest, and then what is fucking pale dawn? This is dawn. From dusk till dawn. No, dawn is setting sun. Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
That still didn't do anything.
No, this still didn't do anything. Let's try them all. This must be right. Let's try all these combinations. Waning moon doesn't work. Full moon.
That still didn't do anything. I don't think that'll work. That still didn't do anything. That still didn't do anything. That still didn't do anything.
Fuck.
That still didn't do anything.
So this is not correct. Okay, rising sun and new moon on the horn. Rising sun and new moon.
That still didn't do anything.
Come on. So then darkness and I don't know. Waning.
That still didn't do anything. That still didn't do it.
Holy shit, what the fuck? Fuck it. It'll be easier at this point to just do all the combinations. So let's go with noon sun.
That still didn't.
Boom boom.
That still didn't do anything. Listen.
No.
Well?
Let's look around.
Okay.
Okay, noon sun. New
That still
moon
didn't do anything.
Doesn't work.
That still didn't. That still did.
I hope I don't have to put it like this, or I'm fucked if that's the case.
That still didn't do anything.
What's the pit? Oh, I don't know. And it.
What do you know? Let's keep it going.
All of a sudden, I got it right when I clicked. Are you shitting me? Yeah, rising sun with the new moon, and yeah. So I was right all along in the configuration, but I needed to use the spindle. Okay, yeah, that's kind of the thing that you can tell me if I'm really being dumb, because I didn't even remember you could click on it. Because it was saying this still doesn't do anything. So in my head, it was doing the puzzle. That was really confusing me. Don't say anything. If you wouldn't have said anything, I would have been like, oh, okay, I didn't click it. I didn't like operate the thing. Man, that was so random. I just clicked a bunch of stuff. What's the spindle? Click, open the door. That was super random. But it is like the noon sun and the tall orange and the rising sun with the new moon.
That still didn't do anything.
Shut up. He still says that.
I better not forget the stones.
Oh yeah. Wow. That still didn't do anything. I can't believe he still said it. That was just the cherry on top.
So
I'm
the
sorry.
legend
Wow.
of a labyrinth hidden under the ruins of Knossos is true. The legend of Atlantis isn't any more far-fetched. Maybe it's true too.
I think the last stone disc and Atlantis are waiting.
Hey, Nix.
We have such sights to show you.
Hey, thank you for the 2 years subscription. Thank you so much.
Waiting for us somewhere beyond that door.
Yeah, really?
It's a
So we're
bust of
still
Ares.
continuing this adventure.
It's a shelf for the busts.
Okay, can I pick these up? Oh. So I guess I need to leave one here, maybe.
Sophia,
Yes?
I forget, do stalagmites go up or down?
Up, I think.
Oh man, you suck.
I forget, do stalagmites go up or down?
On second thought, down?
They they all go down. I mean, it's gravity. Stalagmites are formed from stalactites for you guys. In French, it's stalagmite, stalactite. Yeah, there's the team part. This is the team part. There's a wits part and there's a fighting part. Of course, I was not doing the fighting part, and I thought this was very Indiana Jones, like teaming up with the female, of course.
Follow me.
Lead the way.
I was really not interested in doing it alone. I thought she would be more useful. She's not very useful.
So-
She's just
Yes?
there. It's just a different path.
What do we do now?
Let's see where this leads.
No.
Some date, huh?
We're not dating, Jones.
We're
This
not?
is not a date. If it was a date, I would have stood you up.
She's such fun. She's such fun. And I also thought that she would be a better character. I mean, some people might like her. I don't. What? It's like I saw some. Okay, so is this like the walk to statuette? So we can see the statuette from here. This must be important. Oh, this is a dead end.
Sophia? Do you think we're...
Who knows? I'm too lost to think.
Really? Oh shit. What about Last Crusade? I'm judging you right now. Whoa, where are we, man?
Bones of previous explorers, no doubt. I don't need any old bones.
No?
I don't think that'll work.
Oh yeah, well... man. Almost any game on Nintendo 64 is not...
I don't think that'll work.
I don't think it's a great console by any means. Not saying there's not good games on the console, but I mean the console itself is just... It was not what we needed at the time.
I can't pick that up.
Like Nintendo 64 literally... I gave up Nintendo because of Nintendo 64. I was super excited. I had like Nintendo Power, so they were like pushing it. Like if there was somebody that was ready for it, it was me. I was so ready for the Ultra 64. It was named at the time. But of course, when it came out, I didn't have any money to get it. My friends had, so he bought one, and I went to his house. We rented 2 games, Castlevania and something else. And boy, oh boy, after that night, I was like, okay, I guess I'm $200 richer now. I don't need to buy that fucking piece of shit. Oh man, I was just like, what? Like I was impressed by certain things, but for me it was the same thing as the Virtual Boy, like a glorified tech demo. I'm sorry for those. I know there's a really big generation of guys that are in love, literally in love with the Nintendo 64. Yeah, I don't see anything interesting in it. Like I can't, like I apart from Ocarina of Time, which I think is even overrated, I can't really think of a game that I would want to play on the system. I tried Conker's Bad Fur Day, all on emulators, and of course I finished Ocarina of Time multiple times, maybe two or 3 times, something like that. It's not a bad game. It's just not. It's definitely not A Link to the Past, which I finished like tens of times. That's my favorite Zelda game. It's actually pretty much my only it's the Zelda game that I love. All the other Zelda games for me are just, they're good, but not games I will come back to multiple times. Yeah, GoldenEye was great with friends, but anything is good with friends. Didn't somebody judge me on my lack of, I think it was abstractism, that I didn't like Borderlands? No, I don't like Borderlands. Who asked about like Gearbox? I was playing Fear, somebody talked about Gearbox, and I said I don't really like Gearbox, and he said, hey, you don't like Borderlands? It was when I was on a break, and I said, nope, I don't like Borderlands. Again, I think it's a good game to play with friends. Is the game itself good? I don't think it's a bad game, but for me it was a first-person Diablo clone, so I was not interested. GoldenEye playing with friends was amazing. Yeah, I guess, but when you had a PC, it was not that amazing. I was tricked because mine came with Ocarina of Time. You were tricked? Well, that's a good thing. I would prefer Ocarina of Time than Mario 64. I never really gave Mario 64 a chance, to be super honest, but it just doesn't look appealing. I'm not a platformer guy. I played platformers in Nintendo, Super Nintendo era, and I'm done with platformers. I've done them. But I definitely do not like 3D platformers. And that's the whole thing with Mario 64. So I don't know why I would like the game. It's just not me. 3D platformers, I don't like them. I Duke Nukem Forever isn't that like, it's a shitty game, but it's not it's like Daikatana. It has some cool parts. It's okay. It's not like unplayable or a piece of shit like Baldur's Gate 2. No. No. I don't play any pieces of shit game here, so I don't have any good examples.
I can't move it. I can't move it.
I pretty much play only good games.
Listen.
Yeah.
What do we...
Let's keep looking for...
This is nothing? It looks like it's something.
So...
Yes?
What...
Let's keep looking for...
It's too slippery to climb up here.
Okay, maybe I need to use something here. The gum?
I don't think that'll work.
Actually cannot interact with anything here. Hey, Mac. It was just interesting. Oh, you know, if you want an alternative to Duke Nukem Forever, what's the name? Bulletstorm? Bulletstorm? That felt like a Duke Nukem spiritual successor. That was actually a really good game. I played it once and I want to replay it. So that might be a good game to play outside my... because it's not really retro, so I would go with like outside of my regular schedule. A really good game, some really nice action scenes, and in the game, the gameplay, like the twist, like the hook of the game is that the way you kill your enemies, the more spectacular or original ways you kill your enemies, the more points you get. So you can throw them in spikes, you can kill them with your multiple weapons, or you can do combos with your weapons. I think you have a whip and you can throw people places. I can't remember, but I think there's combos. I don't remember, but there's multiple ways to play the game, kill the people. And if you always kill people the same way, it's giving you like diminishing returns on your bonuses. So you need to it gives incentive in killing your enemies in cool and fun ways. Like that is like, good job. That is what you need to do in a game, right? And no other games has really done that after that. Because when I played, I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be the next thing. I actually thought that. I remember playing the game and being like, oh my god, every game's gonna do that now. And nope. Because it's actually not easy. You need to build a system for that. You actually need to build level design so you can kill people with multiple ways all the time. It's not easy. Spike's speaker, I don't even know who he is.
Bones of previous explorers, no doubt. Looks like another unlucky explorer.
Oh man, maybe I should map this thing. Oh my god, yeah. At first I thought it was just a couple of rooms, but I guess this is a dead end. I miss Sega. I was never a Sega guy because I was a Nintendo guy. Oh.
For all I know, it's the original Minotaur. I used to wonder why the Minoans were so obsessed with bull-headed figures. Come to think of it, I still wonder.
Oh, statue head.
I can't pick that up. It's too big.
It's too big.
It's too big. It's too big.
Talk to.
Listen.
Yes?
What do we do?
Let's keep looking.
It doesn't seem to open.
Hey, Rez.
It doesn't seem to close.
It's too big. What's the water leak? I can't click on it. But there's water, and I feel I need to stop it to be able to go up that ramp. Don't give me too many ins. I feel these are ins. They might not be ins, I don't know. Oh, something's happening when I click here. Whoa, whoa. Okay, can I tell her to... Oh, okay, maybe... Use these here. Oh, I can't. I really thought I would drop the statue's head there.
Oh!
Oh, whoa,
What's going on, Indy?
It must be a primitive elevator of some sort.
I always thought Mr. Otis invented the elevator.
Yeah, well, this is our floor.
Can we go up now? We can't go up anymore. I haven't saved in a while. No.
Watch out!
It's gonna go up again.
But wait, that was our ride.
Bye! Okay, whoa, I have an idea. Maybe now I can use these. No, I can't use anything on this. No, fuck it.
Watch out!
But wait, that was our ride.
Oh no! Oh, it's a world stone.
This is the world stone that Sternhardt swiped in Tikal. It's a walking staff. It says,
I am convinced the map room lies beyond the next chamber. Alas, I cannot get past the gate. I need that orichalcum detector.
Oh.
Too bad. He came a long way. It's his note, let him keep it. It's our old friend, Professor Sternhardt. Looks like he's starved to death.
How awful!
I guess he knew a lot more than he let on.
But not quite enough, apparently.
Yeah, we'll starve too if we don't find a way out of here. I can't pick that up.
That.
I don't need a pile of pebbles.
You do. You don't know if you need it. Come on.
I can't move it.
Hey.
I can't move it.
Why is that there?
I don't think that'll work. I don't think that'll work.
We're using everything on everything now. No, not give. Open the rock
Doesn't seem to
chips.
open. Doesn't seem to close. I don't think
use
that'll
them,
work. I
push,
can't move it.
pull,
I can't move it.
Use the staff.
I don't think that'll work.
Use this.
I don't think that'll work.
Makes no sense.
I don't think
give a
that'll
shit.
work. I don't think that'll work. I don't think that'll work.
Shut up.
I don't think that'll work. I don't think that'll work.
You have such a negative...
It's pointing at Sophia's necklace. I don't think that'll work. 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 I don't think that'll work.
I still have this. Okay.
I don't think that'll work. I don't think that'll work. I don't think
Okay,
that'll
fuck it.
work.
Okay, shut up.
Sophia,
Yes?
what do we do now?
Let's keep looking for a way.
Hey, Gypsy. Let's keep looking for a way out of here. Hey, do you have any more ideas? Let's try to find a way out of here. She's so useful. Oh wow, the LucasArts logo. Oh yeah. Team Bat was my first reflex. Why would you go fight Bat before Team Bat? Are you crazy? Oh man, the fighting. Maybe you're good at it. I actually hated I actually do not want to fight ever in the game. I hope I will never have to fight. I did it once and I hated it. And I did it multiple times in Last Crusade and I hated it. Oh, okay, you say Last Crusade? Hell no, okay. I tried it once in this and I was like, oh, it seems to be the same as Last Crusade, so fuck that. I don't know, door, whatever. Why would you not do the team path? This feels more Indiana Jones than going alone. He's not alone. He's never alone, Indy. Rarely.
It doesn't seem to open.
Because it's not like she's doing anything. I feel this must be very similar to the Wits path, except it's just different puzzle. The fighting path though must have more action. There's also an action game of this. There's Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade point and click, Fate of Atlantis point and click, and then there's Last Crusade action game, and there's also Fate of Atlantis action game, which I just learned about. I think it was when I was typing the name in the Twitch like to get the category. Yeah, I think so, in my schedule, because I still keep retro, but in the schedule, the part of the Twitch, I use the real category, so that sometimes it shows the box or something. But then I said like Indiana Jones Fate of Atlantis, and there was Indiana Jones Fate of Atlantis, ... the action, and it was like the I was like, what? The action game? Really? There's an action game of Fate of the Atlantis? There was an action game of Crusade 2, there you go. I thought it was only Crusade at first, like years ago. I didn't think they would do another one. Were they popular? I never hear about them. Never saw anyone stream them. Oh, Temple of Doom, that's the arcade game, no? Because I played the Temple of Doom arcade game. Okay, what are we doing here? Talk to you.
So
Yes?
you look great in this light.
Yeah.
What's that supposed to mean? It's almost pitch dark.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
What do we...
I think we need to open.
So there's nothing here except the gate itself. Oh, a pulley? What? I saw... Oh. Okay, Sophia, can you get out of the way? I feel there's something behind you. Pulley. Here. There's a pulley. Oh, it's obvious. Now that I feel is a pixel hunt. What the fuck?
It operates the gate. I can't reach it. I don't think that'll work. 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 It's pointing at Sophia's nose. I don't think that'll work.
Oh.
I don't think that'll work.
Really? Oh man, I really thought it was the whip. Come on.
I don't think that'll work. I don't think that'll work.
Oh, well, try everything then.
I don't think that'll work.
The map.
I don't think that'll work.
Did I miss anything? I didn't try these.
I don't think that'll work. I don't think that'll work. I don't think that'll work.
Still these things. Oh, maybe now we'll pick them up.
I don't need a pile of pebbles.
What? I'm sure you do. That's why they're there. They're definitely not there for fun, like especially in a LucasArts game. That's the thing. In a LucasArts game, if you can like interact with something like this, it's gonna be a thing. In a Sierra game, not so much. So now I know, like I'll be focused on these things because I know they're important. In a Sierra game, I might be able to interact with this waterfall. Where
Oh,
I can
nice.
actually interact with the
There's
waterfall.
a chain running up behind the waterfall. It must be
I
holding
can
the end of
actually
this waterway.
interact. Oh, great! Yeah, that's like totally intentional. That was an accident. I don't know. Can I use the staff
I don't think that'll work.
or just
I can't move it.
no? The whip this time. Come on.
I don't think that'll work.
Okay, can you pick up these now?
I don't need a pile of pebbles.
Shut up. I actually wanted to use this on the waterfall.
The clay jar is full of water.
Ah, okay. We're getting somewhere. Karima Shaptire. Oh yeah, Temple of Doom is my favorite one. I am not ashamed of saying that. I know people don't like it. I don't give a shit. I watched the trilogy with the kids, and it was obvious. It was like glaring how much Temple of Doom is better than the other one. Like, I mean, it depends on what you want out of an Indiana Jones game. But for me, of an Indiana Jones movie, Temple of Doom is what I want out of an Indiana Jones movie. Non-stop action, craziness all around, and it's like all in one night. It is super condensed. It's perfect. Well, I mean, there's like the pre-action, like, but once we get to the temple, it's like in one day. It's like about like 24 hours. I love it. I love it. The other two are good, but I feel that the Last Crusade is almost a remake of. They feel very similar in lots of ways. Temple of Doom just stands out differently, and I love it because of this. Club Obi-Wan, yeah. Who doesn't like Temple of Doom? Well, most people think Temple of Doom is most people say it's their least favorite. That's what I usually hear. For most people, it's Last Crusade, the original one, Raiders, and and Temple of Doom. Or it's Raiders, Last Crusade, and then Temple of Doom. Because Temple of Doom is gorier, it's not as kids friendly, it's not Christian. I've heard that. I think it's dumb. By the second movie, you can't like pin down what exactly Indiana Jones is about. You know, just because the third movie looks like the first movie doesn't mean that the second movie is now like the black sheep. It's really weird. Hey, sad boy, Saxon man. Good evening. Anyways.
I can't move it.
Okay, we need to. So Raiders is Christian because they're looking for a religious artifact. Exactly. So they're looking for a Christian religious artifact. It's the Lost Ark, and in the Last Crusade, it's the last fucking crusade. They're looking for the Holy Grail. In the second movie, they're looking for some Hindu thingy. And most people, I feel, it's not my case. Most people, I think, are like, I don't give a shit about that. I give a shit about the Holy Grail. I give a shit about the Ark of the Covenant. I also feel that the Holy Grail and the Ark of the Covenant are kind of really big deals, and then in the middle you have like the stones of which are do they really exist, these things? Because these two other things are supposedly do exist and are and in the Christian, I consider myself Christian, I guess. Exactly, they relate more to Last Crusade and Raiders than the Indian one. But yeah, Temple of Doom is the best. I think it has shifted now. People are now say that Temple of Doom is the best. But like years ago, it wasn't. At least in the minds of many people, even myself. Like I liked it, but I was almost like not ashamed, but I was like, nah, yeah, I like it, but I guess in terms of technical and like Sean Connery, I guess Last Crusade is kind of better, and that would put like Raiders at the bottom, which just doesn't work for me. So now Last Crusade is at the bottom. It's Temple of Doom, Raiders, because fucking Raiders. I mean, Raiders of the Lost Ark is just incredible, and Last Crusade is a great movie. But it's still the third one. I'm sorry. It's like trying to put the 3 Star Wars movies in some kind of order. It just breaks my mind because I have to put Empire at the top. But that means that the 2 other slots, like I have to put the New Hope higher. It's a fucking New Hope. That means that Return of the Jedi, which have some of the best action scenes, like space action scenes, like the last third of Return of the Jedi is, I think, my favorite part of the whole trilogy, even though my favorite movie is Empire. The last part of Return of the Jedi, especially, like, of course not the Ewok stuff, but just like the space battle combined with Luke with Darth Vader and the Emperor is just unmatched. I've never seen anything that epic. Crystal Skull. What the fuck is that movie? You know what? I was actually not even thinking about it. It has actually just disappeared from my mind. It just doesn't exist. Someone I know went as Mola Ram for Halloween a few years ago. He carried around an actual pig's heart. Mola Ram. What is Mola Ram? Okay, I don't know what Mola Ram is. Lucas and Spielberg, those goddamn. I somehow knew aliens were gonna be involved because what's next really? Oh no, I knew it too. It was obvious. Oh man. Like the first couple of minutes, they go with a telekinesis. There's a character that has telekinesis power, like an Adzi general, like a female Naji general or something, has like telekinesis, psychokinesis power, whatever. And then she uses dust or something, and it goes like, it moves. Oh my god! I was like, oh, you just lost me, and we're 5 minutes in the movie. Holy crap! I was looking at the door. I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be so bad. And at that point, I was still young and stupid, and I didn't think it was gonna be that bad. I didn't think it was gonna be as good as the original one, but I think it wouldn't be as bad as like the prequels are way better than fucking Crystal. I can accept the prequels as a story inside the Star Wars universe. Crystal Skull is not part of my headcanon for Indiana Jones. It is not there. It just doesn't exist. The next movie should have been in present day because he drank from the Holy Grail. I guess. When Last Crusade finishes and like you're like, this is it. I mean, you can't continue on. Because in my mind, he's actually like, he's not invincible, but come on. He drank from the Holy Grail. That is it. Oh, and do you guys know that Temple of Doom takes place before Raiders of the Lost Ark? That's a cool tidbit of information that nobody knows. But in terms of years, it's actually like a couple of years before Raiders. So in chronological order, to watch the movie is Temple of Doom first. Yeah. Hey, I heard you like Indiana Jones. Oh yeah, great. Okay. We need to the chain. Use the chain.
Hold on, Jones.
There you go. There he goes.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm climbing this chain.
You'd better come back.
Trust me.
Oh wow. That was beautiful.
Ouch.
And we're back.
I hate getting wet.
Yes, it does sell Crystal Skull vodka. I think that's what it's called, right? Or tequila, whatever. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
For all I know, it's the original Minotaur. I used to wonder why the Minoans were so obsessed with bull-headed figures.
I know it just because I watched
I still
Red Letter Media and they talked about it a lot. It was on the review for the longest time.
It's a marble shelf. Uh-oh.
Oh no! Boom.
That hurts.
So I still don't know what to do with these heads. Like, are they different from each other?
It's a bust of Ares.
Oh.
It's a bust of Zeus. It's a bust of Apollo. It's a bust of Ares. It's a bust of Zeus.
Like, there must be... Maybe going here is just to get back the good head if you have the wrong head. Okay, let's go back to it, because I don't think I finished exploring down there. Oh my god, this is so confusing. I'm just clicking everywhere. I should have mapped this. This is kind of useless. I don't like when games do like these labyrinths that have nothing in them. Or mostly nothing. All these empty areas feel like just waste of space for me. And there's still this head. You gonna use a staff on it?
I don't think that'll work.
Nope.
I don't think that'll work.
And I tried the head on it.
I don't think that'll work.
I tried
I
pushing
can't move
it.
it.
I can't move it.
I can't move it.
I can't pick
I
it
can't
up.
pick that up.
So I don't know about that.
I don't think that'll work. I don't
This
think
is
that'll
filled
work.
with water. Oh, we can't go down anymore. Oh, unless I can use the door again.
I don't think that'll work.
Open.
I can't open it from this side.
Maybe this inside this thing? Like as a switch?
I think I'll need something heavier.
Eh?
I think I'll
Oh,
need
it's a
something heavier.
shelf. It's a shelf. And the jar now?
I don't think that'll work. I don't think that'll work.
Or maybe the jar is instead of the head at the other place.
I think I'll need something heavier.
Possible. Okay, I can leave them there, I guess. What's the other door then? What's the... Wow, 3 doors that come here. Hey, Yefe, good evening. Yeah, but it's like outside of the regular schedule, so it's less often. Tomorrow I should play some Perseus Mandate before 8 p.m. We're done with Extraction Point, so and we started Perseus Mandate last Friday. Sunday. Okay, so we're fucked. I can't go there. Right?
I can't reach it.
Maybe because we're used to either we'll do it more interactive. No, it's just in just in the point and click adventure game. Like, if you use all these screens, do you like, if you use them intelligently, do you realize like how much more content you can put into like a point and click adventure game is really limited by the number of screens that you have and the number of things you can do with these screens. And if you want to do like a big labyrinth, like, just go on, but I feel that it's kind of a waste.
I don't think that'll work.
Come on. That was pretty smart.
I don't think that'll work.
Come on.
I don't think that'll work.
Then why? So is it a combination of head? I hope not. Oh, okay, let's look at the dialogue of Plato. That has nothing to do with it. No. The water. Ten beads. Nah. Yeah, I was really sure that the water, that makes sense. Any more game breaking bug? No. It was really random and like, maybe I would have restarted my computer and would have gone away. I don't know. It would be easy to to test it again. So, and I can't put it down there, because this is nothing. Okay, let's pick up the statues here. I'm gonna try all the combinations. It won't take that long. He does say something else.
I think I'll need something heavier.
Oh, but he says that about everything, right?
I think I'll need something heavier.
Okay, if I do this now that she's not here.
It's not pointing anywhere. There must not be any orichalcum nearby.
Oh, that's important. She's always with us. I just don't have to watch Baldur's Gate 2. Oh, there's a
Not
door
again.
here. Oh no, fuck, I'm stupid.
That
What?
still hurts.
Of course it's hurts. Yeah, we're playing Baldur's Gate 2 tomorrow. We're not over. It's not over. We're not done with Baldur's Gate 2. I'm done with Baldur's Gate 2. We're not done with Baldur's Gate 2. I was able to fill it with water here. No? Oh, maybe not. Maybe it wasn't here. Maybe it was at the other... Are the bones an object? Oh yeah, I don't click on the bones anymore because I don't think you can do anything with them. I tried using them, pushing them, picking them up. They seem to be just there. You can interact with them, but they're not... I don't think they're important. Okay, we need to go back there. Okay, I don't even know what's the fastest way to go here. And what's there again? Oh shit. Maybe we need to come back here. Actually, oh my god. Oh my god. I didn't want the game to let me get out of here. Oh, then this opens up too many possibilities. Shit. Okay, Abstractism know this game by heart. Do I need do I need to come back here? You can tell me that at least I won't waste my time. Wow, wow. Broken column.
I can't pick that up.
Wait. Go get Sophia. Okay. Well, that's I'm trying. Okay, now that it's done, can I just push the broken column on it?
I can't move it.
Oh, come on.
I can't move it. I can't pick that up. It doesn't seem to open. I can't move it. I can't move it. I can't pick that up. It's just a chunk of crumbling masonry.
I don't know.
I don't think that'll work. I don't think that'll work.
So many things I feel should be working and should be logical. Whatever. I don't know why we see this head on the other side. Maybe just to remind the player.
I don't see anything.
Oh. What? Oh, I'm so confused. No, I can't. So there's no reason. This is two dead ends, so this is a dead end. Really? Up there. Yeah, okay. Left, that's it. It's not gonna work. I need the third ed. I know where to find the third ed, actually. I just don't know how to get it. Okay, do I need to get this head? Our suggestion okay at this point? Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Abstractism cannot because he's played it. No, I'll hear hints at this, like really subtle hints. Like you can answer this. I need this head. Okay. I need this head. I need this head. I know I need it, I just really don't know how to get it. We tried everything. Let's try it again.
Doesn't seem to open. Doesn't seem to close. I can't pick that up. It looks a bit wobbly. I can't move it. I can't move it. I don't think that'll work. I don't think that'll work. I don't think that'll work.
I'm brute forcing it.
I don't think that'll work.
I don't understand what I need to do.
I don't think that'll work. I don't think that'll work.
Use staff with column to move it? Maybe.
I don't think that'll work. 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 I don't think that'll work.
Oh.
It's not pointing anywhere. I don't think that'll work. I don't think that'll work. I don't think that'll work.
I pretty much did that already.
I don't think that'll work.
Did I use the whip? Ah! I didn't use the whip? What? When I tried the staff and all that shit? Oh, that's bad though. I don't want to go down. Ah, whatever. Let's save again. I was sure I tried it. Man, you can never assume that you tried a thing in fucking point-and-click games. So many times Hey, old school lag!
And there it goes again.
Oh, I'm a fucking dumbass. I'm so dumb.
Here I go again.
Just use the gum on it. Yeah, you never know. Can I skip this? Yay. Pick up.
It's too heavy.
Push it.
It's too heavy.
Pull it.
It's too heavy.
Oh, come on.
I don't think that'll work.
But now we're back here. We haven't really progressed. Like, what was the point of all this? Head on slab. I don't know.
And there it goes again. It appears the elevator crushed at least one stone disc.
Oh! Eh? I didn't look at the rock chips.
It appears the elevator crushed at least one... I don't need a pilot. It appears the elevator crushed at least one stone disc.
I guess I didn't. So maybe this is the only thing we...
It appears the elevator crushed at least one stone disc.
One stone discs. Okay. We're back here. I don't have anything more. I went up there. I didn't do anything special.
Wait here. Ouch.
Like I progressed, but without progressing. I have not
That water's
really
cold.
progressed in my mind. I just put a thing there. I can now go down, essentially. Okay, I can go up and down. Good. Use the head?
For all I know, I don't think that'll work. I don't think that'll work. I don't think that'll work.
Yeah, but I can't get the other one without closing the door that leads me to here. So if I get the head, I can't enter the door. I can't come here.
I don't need any old bones. I don't need any old bones.
Let's try to put these on the slab. All this should work.
It's not heavy enough.
Come on, just put 6 of them.
I don't think that'll work.
Why do you say that now?
It's not heavy enough. It's not heavy
I
enough.
can put 3 of them. It's not heavy enough?
I don't think that'll work. It's a bust of Ares. It's a bust of Apollo. It's a bust of
So
Zeus.
we left Apollo here, now we can leave Zeus here.
I can't pick that up.
No.
It's a bust of Zeus.
Put more heads. Okay, yeah, well, I'm so sure it won't work. I'm sorry. I'm sure this won't work. But we'll try it anyway. Use staff with broken.
I don't think that'll work.
I feel they would have given me a hint that I'm close to it. Okay.
I can't pick that up. I can't pick that up.
So I still have some gum. Maybe I need to use the gum. This fucking water-filled jar is
I think I'll need something heavier.
annoying. What's the purpose of that?
Not again.
Oh, I always forget that this is to come back here.
That still hurts.
Ah, man, it's so much bullshit that I cannot put anything else than the head here. What's there? No. Well, I didn't try all the things.
Going down.
Oh. Some gum.
It says,
I am convinced the map room lies beyond.
too bad for he came along.
Well, that's only okay. Great int. What the fuck's you doing?
It operates the gate.
Oh, a hole.
It's a narrow crawl space. So
Yes?
let me boost you through that hole.
I'm not climbing.
Ah! Boost me,
All right, boost
fucking
me through the
bitch. I'll do it.
You?
What's so darn funny?
I couldn't boost you as far as I trust you.
You're so
There.
useless.
So
Yes?
come on,
I'd rather not.
fine. We'll rot down here like Sternhardt.
There you go, fucking
I'm not
stupid
worried. You'll
bitch.
think it's something.
You'll think of something. I just thought of something.
Sophie,
Yes?
come on.
I'd rather.
Oh my god.
What's the matter?
You don't fool me, Jones. You're the one who's scared of Snake.
So what if I am?
So you admit. We're.
Afraid not.
Okay, boost me up. Watch those hands, Buster.
Oh, shut up, okay?
There's a pulley on this side.
We'll use it.
Okay, hang on.
Like, do you actually think that Indy is interested in you?
We're not out of the woods yet, but nice going.
I sure am not. Okay, save. I think I'll do a break here. Man!
It operates the gate.
When each time you oh, what happened? What? Get out of there. This brings us here? Oh no, this is okay. I thought this was a place we already been, but we haven't been there. Like when you want help from your teammate, you have like to solve this little like talkie puzzle, or push her in the way of the puzzle for her to do it. There's something in the doorway? Well, yeah, it was the thing that opened up the door, so I thought it was important, but I don't think it is. This pulley. No, okay, push. Pull.
What do you think you're doing?
I'm closing.
Wait for me!
Wait for me! Why would I do that? It's interesting that the game lets me do this. It must be important. Okay, whatever, we just saved. Okay. Objects on the floor, right bottom on the door. Object on the floor, right bottom of the door. This? No. This? It's so goddamn hard not just telling you the answer. Hey, just don't tell me the answer, please. And that's why so many people get banned from channels. I'm not doing it, but there's a lot of people that if you backseat, you're immediately banned. No question, no warning, just you're banned. It's inevitable. When you have like 100 people watching you, you'll have a guy that'll come into your channel and just tell you what to do without knowing the rules. Even though usually these people, you just click on the channel and they do tell you the rules to not spoil it. So yeah, I'll be back in a couple of minutes. I'll do a little break. Be back soon.
Contact. I have contact inside the perimeter. Tower confirmed. Over.
Roger, Sentry 1 confirmed. One contact at 129er. Over.
Taking fire. Unknown enemy. Possibly O1 MG Hunter.
Roger that, Sentry 1. All units on full alert. Perimeter is breached.
Target acquired. I've got.
The human race has grown at an incredible rate as space exploration and colonization have become a reality. Huge mining and manufacturing corporations compete in the pillage of the resources on the new worlds. It has become necessary for the corporations to hire heavily armored individuals to protect their investments. These individuals employ the use of a Corvette-class starship, providing living quarters and interplanetary transport for their planet runners. The Planet Runner was developed specifically for the purpose of navigating the harsh terrain, while carrying the firepower of a light armored division and defensive strength of a small battleship. Capable of mass destruction.
We're back. Okay, let's go. Oh, I see what they did. They really reused. As you can see, this is like the same place as before. It was a door there instead. Okay, yeah, they did that a couple of times. Like in the Monkey Island 2, they also do that. Like one of the labyrinth. It's more obvious in Monkey Island. Oh yeah, in Quest for Glory, they did that also. Again, like these reused assets, all these assets are reused. Oh. And we're back here.
Bones of previous explorers, no doubt. I don't need any old bones. I can't move it. I can't move it. It's just a chunk of crumbling masonry. I can't move it. I can't move it.
This is nothing. What was the reason to go here? We're just running in circles now. Okay, let's talk to her.
Listen. What do we do?
Let's keep looking.
It's an orichalcum to...
I was gonna point her.
It's point...
But no, we're just running around and we're back here. What was the point of even opening this? I must be missing a door here. I need to bring her up again. The only way to go there would be to find a new doorway here that leads us up. Unless I can't even interact with this.
Yes?
Follow.
Yeah, no, I keep using it. I feel that that's gonna be later. The note says if you only had the detector. Which note? The note on the guy? No. The note on the guy said The map is on the other side of this. That's the only thing it said. Okay, well, what's the deal here? What was the reason to go here? I opened up this door. Why? Okay, abstractism. Then tell me, what's the point of this place? Am I missing something? I don't get it. This feels completely useless. There should be a way to go back up. Why would I go here? Why would I open this door? Is this door opened up something else elsewhere? Okay, what about the note?
It says,
I am convinced the map room lies beyond the next chamber. Alas, I cannot get past the gate. I need that orichalcum detector.
too bad for... He came...
But we are past the gate. Oh, I did think of something when I was on the break. Okay, I'm gonna try to do that. Use the chain.
Wait here.
I thought about whipping the head.
Ouch.
I whip the head there, maybe I can whip the other head, and the fact that I can see it from the door
What an inconvenient
kind
way
of
to
makes
go
sense,
off.
but at the same time, I'm whipping a head there and bringing it down is one thing. Bringing a head out of the doorway with the whip is another thing. But we'll at least try it. No. Okay, yeah. Use whip with... Yeah, we can even click on it. Oh shit! Oh wow. Man, the game has really convinced me that these statuettes are extremely heavy because nothing compares. Not even these three this together compared to the head. Not even the water jar. But I can just whip that fucking huge head. Makes no sense. Okay,
gate is
now we
locked.
can't go back there, I guess. Okay, let's open up that door. What was the door? Oh man, this will be the whole stream in this labyrinth? Come on. Eh? Are we back? Is this new stuff? Man, this is super familiar. Okay.
Looks like another unlucky... I don't need any old... I can't move it. I can't reach it. It's a shaft plunging into the darkness. It's a wedge that keeps the counterweight from sinking.
This?
It's a wedge that keeps the counterweight from sinking. That didn't do anything. I don't think that'll work. I can't reach it. It's a shaft plunging into the dark. I don't think that'll... I can't move it. There, the counterweight is free.
Okay.
I don't think that'll work. 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 It's pointing at that gold box.
Oh.
I don't think that'll work. 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 I don't think that'll work.
So what was the point of removing that? Yeah, I guess, but okay, maybe this is it.
It's a shaft rising into the darkness. There's a small cleft here. It doesn't seem to open. Going up?
Ah, there you go. I figured that thing before. Okay, there you go. That everything makes sense now. Okay, pick this up.
There are 2 more beads underneath it.
Oh.
I'll take them too.
Pick up the beads. So like if I do this now, it's gonna point at me.
Why, it's pointing at me.
Because of the beads or because of the box?
It's an empty gold box with a lead lining.
A lead lining. That must be important.
It's an empty gold box with a lead
A
lining.
lead lining.
I have 2 beads.
Wait a minute. Okay, now we go back. Let's see if I can go under the elevator. Oh, I don't have the stick anymore? Okay.
I don't think that'll work.
Okay, let's pick them up. I don't know if I'll need them.
I can't pick that up.
What's in this door? Okay, let's say so now okay, let's go talk to
Whee! Sophia,
Yes?
oh
can I borrow that necklace of yours for a while?
Why?
because It would look better on me.
I think it would look better on me.
You're trying to trick me, but it won't work. He's my spirit guide, not yours.
Relax, goddamn.
Sophia,
Yes?
I
Why?
I don't know why. I just need.
think old Nurab's...
Wow.
Oh, sorry. What were you saying? Why?
I think it's throwing off the orichalcum detector.
So?
So we need to hide it. So give me the necklace. So I want to put Ramsal in a box.
So I want to put Nurav Sal in a box.
Ha! Boxes will not hold him.
Okay.
Sophia,
Yes?
The necklace.
your necklace is confusing the detector.
So?
So,
Not a chance.
Sophia,
Yes?
so,
You think so? Then say, Nurab Sal is a mighty king and his eyes see through.
Whatever.
are you
So that's what you...
Yeah, exactly.
Excuse me?
Huh!
Come on, she's so. They knew what they were doing. Like, this is totally intentional.
What's the matter with you?
Nothing. Go find a pit and jump in, will you?
Excuse me?
Huh!
Like, it's. I have to say something. Like she's actually the. How can I put this? She's like the sassy, uncooperative bitch. Like, she's the worst, but it feels like this is supposed to be a commentary almost. Like, she's like so rude. Like, I mean rude to her, but even if you're super friendly to her, she's still a bitch. She's just like, that's her character.
I'm sorry I opened my...
Don't be...
And you have to be the submissive indie
Excuse
if
me?
you want to do anything with her.
What's the matter?
Nothing.
Excuse me? I'm sorry I was rude.
You're just trying to get on my...
You're...
So?
So I need to hide it.
You think so?
See through what?
It's a chant. Just say it.
I'll say it.
Nurab Sal is a mighty king, and his eyes see through.
All right. I can't give you my necklace, but tell me your plan, and I'll try to help.
Okay. I want to put it in the gold box. I want to drop it down a crack in the rocks. I want to wear it for a while. I want to see what makes it tick. I want to wear it for a
I
while.
want to wear it.
Don't be...
We're gonna exhaust
Sophia.
all
Yes?
these, you know?
You...
Nur...
They go through all this. Whatever. No, let's do it. Put the
I wanna
gold
put it-
box.
Okay.
Okay, put it in the box. Put it in the box.
Maybe you should give me your orichalcum,
No, I want
too.
the box though.
Sure.
She keeps the box. Oh, okay, yeah, she wants to
Just
keep the
for a
fucking
few
necklace.
minutes.
Thanks.
Thanks. Okay. Okay, and she took the beads also. Yeah, cool. Okay, perfect.
It's not pointing anywhere.
Okay. Okay, let's go around there. You were right all along, Odif, when you said, yeah, the detector, that's what we need. From Raiders of the Lost Ark. She was a bit like this. No. No! Actually, no! She's super helpful. She is! But she has all the reasons to be. And eventually she's fine. Eventually she's really... She throughout the movie, she softens up. And she's helpful. She's extremely helpful. She's not. Like, I understand why they did that. They were trying to emulate that, but they failed. They went like all overboard. Instead of having something like well written, they have this character here, which is just like, ugh. And it feels wrong because at this is like fucking 1992, whatever. Like you want to show like a proper female lead character that takes charge and can do stuff. You don't want this. I don't want this. Who wants this? Yeah, she was a bit of a tomboy. That doesn't it doesn't matter. I actually really like the character from Temple of Doom. Like she is a damsel in distress, but she still has some redeeming qualities, and she's not a tomboy. Because it feels like some writers don't know how to make a powerful female lead or just a female side, like a powerful female side character, without making them a tomboy. Okay, yeah, I should use the thing.
It's not pointing anywhere.
Like, do I need to use it multiple times? Or just gonna work once we're on the right.
It's not pointing.
Let's continue. Yeah, here it made sense. Behind the waterfall.
It's not pointing anywhere.
No, come on. Okay, I'll use it behind the waterfall. Right there.
It's not pointing. I don't think that'll work.
I don't think that'll work.
It's not pointing any. It's pointing toward that blank wall in the back.
I was actually losing hope now. I was like, oh my god, it's actually not working. The wall.
Seems to be crumbling.
The rib? Yeah, the rib is it's my shovel. Okay, let's save. It didn't. Oh, by the way, this is so much better than Last Crusade. Like we're really like digging stuff, we're opening hidden doors, mechanism. Really good job.
Look, an orichalcum bead. This must have been the bead that attracted the orichalcum detector.
Great. Now take the gold box. I want to wear my necklace again.
Okay, we have 3 beads. And I'm pretty sure I can put them in the necklace. Let's look at that necklace.
Listen.
Yes?
Mind if I look at your necklace?
Okay.
I don't think that'll work.
No?
I think Nurab Sal is trouble enough already. I don't think that it's an old lost wax. Thanks.
Okay. Anyways, let's see what's here.
They're just some more bones. I don't think that'll work. I don't need any old bones. I don't need any old... I can't move it. I can't move it. I don't need any old bones. Come on, door, move! Well... either Atlantis is a lot smaller than we thought, or we've found some kind of map or scale model.
Laid out just as
Atlantis!
it in 3 concentric circles.
We found Atlantis. You should have said that instead. This was a poor... Exactly, there was a missed opportunity here for so many jokes, right? God damn it. Like, you should have entered here and being like, we found Atlantis! And she says something like, ah, you dumbass. There were Lilliputians there. How do you say that? The little people, like the Lilliputiens.
It's a heavy stone door. It's a heavy stone door. It's a heavy stone door.
Now we need to find a mechanism to shrink ourselves.
It's a heavy stone door.
Okay. Yeah, let's open them. The spindle. We have the 3. Open door.
It's locked.
No. Use this. I mean, the rib opens.
I don't think that'll work.
Open this one. It's locked.
It's locked.
They're all locked.
It's locked.
Okay, let's put that stuff in the middle.
I can't open it.
Okay. I don't know, spindle. Oh, we need
That didn't do anything.
No, I know. Stop saying that. World Stone was required as well, with only a waning moon to protect the city from grim night. Final entrance yield only the contrary might. So waning moon to protect the city from the grim night. Okay, so we know that this is like this, and that this is like new moon with the rising. Is this, and then the city, the east city. So the city at the top.
That didn't do anything.
That actually didn't do anything. What is contrary minds? Yeah, exactly. So it's the opposite of all this. Something like that. I'm just gonna try all these combos. Oh, there you go. What the fuck was that? A owl? Can I pick them up? Oh yeah.
I can't pick that up. Sophia, where are you?
We've got her, you foolish Americaner!
Kerner, which rock did you crawl out from under? Let's make a deal. Sophia for the stone discs. Leave the girl out of this, Colonel. Well then, keep her. She's nothing but trouble. I want to say this, but we'll go with traditional indie.
Leave the girl out of this, Colonel.
Why? She's perfectly happy to join the winning team. Unfortunately, I cannot guarantee her safety. Unless you hand over the stones, now!
Only take the stone, just don't hurt me. Take the stone. Just get out of here. You'll take the stone over my dead body. Yeah, that's
You'll
right.
take the stones over my dead body.
Don't tempt me. This is your only chance. Hand over the stones or I'll be forced to kill you.
Oh yeah, I want to see that. You're bluffing.
You're bluffing.
I never
Shoot
bluff.
me! Yeah!
Too bad. Some people just won't listen to reason.
Okay, I was a little too excited to see Indy die here. With the stone disc in the position, Colonel discovered Atlantis and drowned. That's weird.
I am the ultimate badass. State of the badass art.
That's bizarre.
What the fuck to me?
With the stone disc in his possession, Kerner discovered Atlantis and drowned. Okay. I guess. He drowned. Let's pick up all these. No. Oh, did I save? I didn't save after I opened the door. That's it. It's so weird. Like, not Kerner discovered Atlantis and ruled over the land, game over, you're dead, or... No, he drowned. Like, you lost, he also lost. Nobody wins. Door, whatever.
Uh-oh, I better not lose the stone.
Yeah, you're right. Poop, poop, poop. Oh, you know what? I might have lost some points there. Let's pick them up manually. Who knows? It's not like they tell you what gives you points.
Sophia!
I just have to press I. Americana! What rock did you crawl out from under?
I have no time to trade insults. Hand over the stones or you'll never...
Yeah, just don't hurt.
Okay, take the stones. Just don't hurt Sophia.
She'll be perfectly safe.
It's the classic, we hand over the stuff, we need to get it back.
Kerner! What a slimy toad.
What a slimy toad. You're right, such a slimy toad. Rock wall. Can't I go back?
Uh-oh.
No.
Kerner wedged it shut from the other side.
Okay. Use our shovel. Yep, it's a shovel.
You know, I think one of the rocks is starting to move.
Fräulein, halt! You must board the U-boat.
I'm not going anywhere. What have you done with Indy, you creep?
Forget about Jones. How can you expect a man to lead you through Atlantis when he can't even find a way out of the labyrinth?
And you're practically an Atlantis tour guide, I suppose?
We have charted an underwater entrance to the lost city. Together, we will discover its secrets.
Good luck.
You have a choice, Fräulein. Join us and fulfill your life's ambition. Or join your friend, another rotting corpse on the road to glory.
Well, how can I refuse hospitality like that?
Jones was a better man than I thought. If he could tolerate her.
Oof.
Like, I'm really curious now. I'm more curious about her change of character than finding Atlantis. A U-boat. Not a submarine, a U-boat. I always find it funny. Like U-boat for underwater boat? God damn it. Oh shit, we're using the cannon? Really?
Looks nasty.
Oh yeah.
And risk killing a passing marlin?
Why not?
Looks nasty. I can't move it. I can't move it. Doesn't seem to open. Doesn't seem to close. I can't pick that up.
I guess it's the hatch.
Looks nasty. I don't think this is a good time to do that.
Though, if I put these beads in
the
there...
orichalcum is now in the box.
And I close the box, I can use this to find her.
I don't think this is a good time to do that.
Right? wow. Nice. Holy shit.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, indeed.
I'm the captain here, and I don't tolerate stowaways.
I'm not a stowaway, I'm a runaway. Are you a sub-captain or merely a subhuman?
Are you a sub-captain or merely subhuman?
Defend yourself, American.
Oh no, no! I don't know how this works. Oh, space.
It's like I'm captain now.
What the fuck happened?
Whoa, we're getting underway.
I just punched him in the nuts.
Let's hope we're headed for Atlantis.
Okay, I guess those fighting sequences are not as hard as the... I just right-click on him and he died. I expected to die, like, immediately. Okay, wow. Wait. This is going too fast now. U-boat. What's going on? What is this? Okay. I clicked on it. Is it because I clicked? I'm curious here. What's going on? I'm not gonna click on anything. So this is Atlantis. Oh yeah, it's because I clicked. So I click on the sub. I can go back to the other view. Oh shit, I don't know if I want to get into this. Whoops. Oh my god, yeah, no. Just punch the captain.
I'm a dead man if I go down there while those Nazis are around.
Yeah, I don't think I want to go into this tonight.
It says Flugeldoofel.
Flugeldoofel.
It says Flugeldoofel.
And then Google Translate. This is nothing.
It says Flugeldoofel.
Flugelduffel. Flugelduffel. A lever meant for raising or lowering a German Nazi submarine. Holy shit, that is extremely precise. It says Flug. Oh no, that's a reference to this game, right? A replacement for an object that is either unknown or as a process that is unknown that is either broken or doesn't work as intended. Common usage normally follows I, you, he, she, etc. Broke the Flugelduffel. It's nothing. It's a joke. Yeah, it says Flugelduffel. It's on Reddit.
I'm a dead man if I go down there while those Nazis are around.
It says Flugelduffel. Flugelduffel. Okay. Was that supposed to become a joke like the leather jacket joke? Cause it just didn't. I don't think it really gained momentum. But now I wonder.
It says Flugeldoofel.
Flugeldoofel.
That won't work. Wonderful. It snapped right off.
Wow.
It's broken. That won't work. It doesn't quite fit.
I still have this water-filled jar that if I would have not filled it with water, I would not have a water-filled jar. Intercom. Anyways, I don't think I want to go in this. I'm just surprised that. Can I go back to that other view? Like, what happens if I don't click on the whoa? Like if I don't click, is it just like you can admire the view here, or you're just gonna straight go to the let us not click, see what happens. But I think this is gonna be the stream for tonight. Oh. Yeah, and then we're gonna switch to Indy. Or oh. Anyways. Like I wonder if there's a way to go back to this view. So yeah. This is it for tonight. We're gonna continue this on Thursday. And tomorrow we're gonna continue Baldur's Gate 2. That's it. The schedule is just below there, or like in the Twitch schedule button. It's pretty much Baldur's Gate, Monday, Wednesday, Sunday, and this on Tuesday, Thursdays, and Sundays. Oh? No, we're just gonna turn around. So as soon as we've done with this, we're gonna jump back into Star Trek stuff, and as soon as we're done with Baldur's Gate 2, it's gonna be Might and Magic 7, which I'm really excited to start. So good night, Abstractism, Gypsy, Rez, and anyone else that is still here, Odif. We're gonna rate someone. Skotsky. I don't know. I'm sorry. This takes a while. This shouldn't be so hard. Let's raid Rand Scott. Thanks for hanging out, guys. It was really a cool evening. See you next time. Look at Discord for memes. Yeah. Oh yeah. Speaking of Discord, here are the links to all the stuff: YouTube, Twitter, and Discord. Thanks for watching, everyone. Ciao. What?
Thank you for your cooperation. Good night.
I'll buy that!